Hi students, let's check exercise 3.2 of chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. So the question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions graphically. So the first part is, 10 students of class 10th took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. So this is the first question. So in the question it is said 10 students of class 10th took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. We have to find the number of boys and girls. Let the number of girls be x and the number of boys be y. We have to find the pair of linear equations. So we'll take the number of girls to be x and number of boys to be y. Here it is given 10 students of class 10th took part in the mathematics quiz. So you know the number of girls plus number of boys is equal to 10 because 10 students participated in the quiz. So the first linear equation is x plus y is equal to 10. That is the number of boys plus number of girls is equal to 10 students. And it is given if the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So the number of girls is x and it is given the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So the number of boys is y. So y plus 4, that is the number of girls. So this is the second linear equation. Now we have got the algebraic representation of the first question. Now it is asked to find their solutions graphically. So we have to write y in terms of x for the first equation. So y equal to 10 minus x. And this is for the first equation. And for the second equation, if you write y in terms of x, you get y equal to x minus 4. After writing this for the first equation, take the solutions for x and y. So here when x is 0, the value of y is 10, and when x is 3, the value of y is 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. You can take any solutions. I have taken 3 for x here. So for the second equation, y equal to x minus 4. So when you take the value of x as 0, you get the y value as minus 4. And when x is 4, the y value is 0. So now plot these points on the graph. So for the first equation it is x 0 and y 10. So x is 0 and y is 10. So this is the first point 0, 10. Now the second solution is 3, 7. So x is 3 and y value is 7. Now draw the straight line for the first equation. So this is the straight line for the first equation. Now draw the straight line for the second equation, that is 0, minus 4. So 0 and minus. So this is the point. And next solution is 4, 0. So x is 4 and y is 0. So you'll get it on the x-axis. After this, draw the straight line. So here you can see the coordinate 7, 3. That is the x value is 7 and the y value 3 is the solution for this pair of linear equations in two variables. That is, if you give x as 7 and y as 3, you get 7 plus 3 equal to 10, and x as 7 and y as 3, so 3 plus 4 equal to 7. So this is the only solution for this pair of linear equations in two variables. That is, we have got intersecting lines for the graphical representation. So intersecting lines means it has unique solution. So the next question is, 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost rupees 46. Find the cost of 1 pencil and that of 1 pen. So we have done similar questions in your previous classes. Let the cost of 1 pencil be x and let the cost of 1 pen be y. So here you can see, as the cost of 1 pencil is x, 5 pencils will cost 5x, and the cost of 1 pen is y, so 7 pens will cost 7y. Together cost rupees 50. So this is the first equation. And for the second equation, 7 pencils and 5 pens cost rupees 46. So these are the pair of linear equations in two variables. Now you have to find the x and y coordinates and plot in the graph. So this is the algebraic representation of the pair of linear equations in two variables for the second question. So after writing the algebraic representation, write y in terms of x. So you get y is equal to 50 minus 5x by 7. And for the second equation, y is equal to 46 minus 7x by 5. After writing y in terms of x for the first and second equation, you have to write the solutions for both the equations. So here for the first equation, you can see I have not taken x as 0. If I take x as 0, I will get 50 minus 5 into 0, that is 50 by 7. When you do 50 by 7, you get a decimal point. So try to take values for x such that you don't get a fraction. So here, when you take 3, you can see 50 minus 5 into 3, that is 50 minus 15 by 7, that is 35 by 7. So you get 5 here. Similar way, when you take minus 4 here, it becomes 50 minus 5 into minus 4. Minus 5 into minus 4 is 20. So 50 plus 20 is 70. 70 by 7 is 10. So these are the two solutions that I have taken for x and y. Now, in this case, for the second equation, when you write y in terms of x, you get 46 minus 7x by 5. Similar way, I have not taken the value of x as 0 because when I take x as 0, I get 46 by 5, which will be a decimal value. So it's better you take values like 3 and minus 2 so that you get a number that is easily divisible by 5. So here 46 minus 7 into 3. 7 into 3 is 21. So 46 minus 21 is 25. So 25 by 5 is 5. Similar way, 46 minus 7 into minus 2. Minus 7 into minus 2 is plus 14. So 46 plus 14 is 60. 60 by 5 is 12. So after getting these values, you have to plot. So when you plot, you can see these two lines will intersect at the point 3, 5. So this is the solution for this question. That is x value is 3 and y value is 5. So when you give the values, you can see 5 into 3 plus 7 into 5. That is 15 plus 35 equal to 50. And similar way, when 7 into 3 plus 5 into 5, that is 21 plus 25, that is equal to 46. So this is the only solution that is possible for this pair of linear equations in two variables. So the next question is, on comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, find out whether the lines representing the following pairs of linear equations intersect at a point, are parallel or coincident. So you have learned when you compare the ratios and if you get a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, that means it will give you intersecting lines. That is a unique solution. And if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then you can say you will get coincident lines. That is infinite solutions. And a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2, then you get parallel lines. That is, there will be no solution. So here you are given in the question a pair of linear equations in two variables. You have to compare the ratios of their coefficients and tell if you are going to get intersecting lines, parallel lines or coincident lines. You know the standard form for the pair of linear equations in two variables. So in the first question, you have pair of linear equations in two variables. So first you have to compare it with the standard form and write the values of a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. Here a1 is 5, a2 is 7, b1 is minus 4, b2 is 6, c1 is 8 and c2 is minus 9. So after writing the values for a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2 and c2, now you just compare the ratios. That is a1 by a2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So here you get intersecting lines. So when you compare, you get A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So what you have to check is, whenever you are writing the values for the coefficients, you have to take the sign along with it, because in the standard form, everywhere it is plus. So this B1, here when you compare, you can see this is of the form plus minus 4. That is, the B1 value is minus 4. So whenever you are taking the coefficients, you have to take the sign along with it from the equation. That is what you have to be careful while doing this type of problems. The second question is 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0 and 18x plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. So here A1 is 9, A2 is 18, B1 is 3, B2 is 6, C1 is 12 and C2 is 24. So when you compare, you know, A1 by A2 is 9 by 18 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That is, 9 by 18 is 1 by 2, 3 by 6 is also 1 by 2 and 12 by 24 is also 1 by 2. That is, you get A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means you have coincident lines. Here you can see this is dependent. That is, when you multiply this equation by 2, you get the second equation. 9 into 2 is 18, 3 into 2 is 6, 12 into 2 is 24. So this is also called a dependent linear equation. The third question is 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0 and 2x minus y plus 9 equal to 0. So here A1 is equal to 6, A2 is equal to 2, B1 is equal to minus 3, B2 is equal to minus 1, C1 is equal to 10 and C2 is equal to 9. So when you compare the ratios, you can see 6 by 2 minus 3 by minus 1 and 10 by 9. So when you cancel, this is 3. This negative and negative will become positive. So that is also 3. That is not equal to 10 by 9. That is, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. That means you will get parallel lines. So the third question is, on comparing the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, find out whether the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. If the pair of linear equations has a solution, you call it as a consistent pair of linear equations, and if there is no solution, you call it as a inconsistent pair of linear equations. So both the intersecting lines and coincident lines form consistent pair of linear equations, and the parallel lines has no solution, so it forms the inconsistent pair of linear equations. So here you have to compare the ratios and conclude whether these equations are consistent or inconsistent. So the first question is 3x plus 2y is equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y equal to 7. So first write these equations in the standard form. That is, 3x plus 2y minus 5 equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y minus 7 equal to 0. So after doing this, compare the ratios, that is A1 by A2. Here A1 is 3 and A2 is 2. Then write B1 by B2. B1 is 2 and B2 is minus 3. And C1 by C2. C1 is minus 5 and C2 is minus 7. So when you check, you can see A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That means there is a unique solution. When you plot it in the graph, you will get intersecting lines. That is, this pair of linear equations consistent. So you can say, as there is a solution, this pair of linear equation is a consistent pair of linear equation. Now the second question is 2x minus 3y is equal to 8 and 4x minus 6y equal to 9. So write it in the standard form. After this, find out the ratios, that is a1 by a2. a1 is 2 and a2 is 4. b1 by b2. b1 is minus 3 and b2 is minus 6. c1 by c2. c1 is minus 8 and c2 is minus 9. So when you check, you can see this can be written as 1 by 2, and this, when negative and negative, it will become positive. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2 and this is 8 by 9. So here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, not equal to c1 by c2. That means you will get parallel lines. Parallel lines means there is no solution. So when there is no solution, you can say these pair of linear equations are inconsistent pair of linear equations. The third question is 3 by 2x plus 5 by 3y is equal to 7 and 9x minus 10y is equal to 14. So first write it in the standard form, that is 3 by 2x plus 5 by 3y minus 7 is equal to 0 and 9x minus 10y minus 14 is equal to 0. After writing both the equations in standard form, write down the ratios, that is a1 by a2. a1 is 3 by 2 and a2 is 9. So you get 3 by 2 divided by 9, that is into 1 by 9. So you get 3 by 18. You can write it as 1 and 6. So 1 by 6. b1 by b2 is 5 by 3 divided by minus 10. So you get 5 by 3 into 1 by minus 10. So it is 5 by 30 and there is a minus. So minus 1 by 6. And c1 by c2 is minus 7 by minus 14, that is 1 by 2. So here you can write a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That means there is one solution. So this pair of linear equation is consistent. Fourth question is 5x minus 3y is equal to 11 and minus 10x plus 6y is equal to minus 22. So write it in the standard form, that is 5x minus 3y minus 11 is equal to 0 and minus 10x plus 6y plus 22 is equal to 0. So do a1 by a2, that is 5 by minus 10, that is equal to 1 by 2 and a negative sign. b1 by b2 is minus 3 by 6, so minus 1 by 2, and c1 by c2 is minus 11 by 22, that is minus 1 by 2. So you get a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. This will give you coincident lines, that is infinite solutions. So you can say this pair of linear equation is consistent because there is a solution. Last question you can do by yourself. The remaining questions of this exercise will be done in the next class. Thanks for watching.